Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good Tuesday morning. I just want to come on here right quick and kind of share something with you and prayerfully that it inspires you to just keep moving in life. Because that's just what I do. I was thinking on yesterday, I was at work and I was doing something and on the computer, and the young lady was she was talking to me. I was helping her out with some testing stuff, and I said, it's got a glitch in the system. It's got a glitch in the system. It has to have. So we got to get with IT, try to fix that. But I'll put you on another computer. So, anyways, after saying that, telling her that, it's a glitch in the system, and, I'm not an IT person, and I thought about that, and I'm going to put you on another system. And so then I go to my office, and something happens to the computers again. And so I found myself saying, okay, now I'm on my system. I'm in a different space, and it's this thing must got some kind of glitch in it. So I call the people who are over that and tell them what's going on. But needless to say, it was some stuff going on with the system, the IT system, electronics. And so then I get home on last night, and I'm trying to make this video using TikTok to just kind of make this announcement about the upcoming interview on Wednesday with my son-in-law, Derek Mouton, in regards to, inviting people on to come and watch Electra James Inspirational Talks on Wednesday nights at 6:30. And so I'm doing this thing, and I had to keep trying to do it and get it right. And I said, boy, this thing got a glitch in it. Now the phone got a glitch in it. So anyways, needless to say, with all of that, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you get a glitch in the system of life, when you get a glitch, when stuff start happening, you don't give up, you keep trying. Don't give up. It's just a glitch. You know how they'll tell you, this is only a test. This is only a test. And that is what happens in our lives. Sometimes we're going to run into some things that's going to deter us, but it's just a glitch in the system. It's not that we throw in the towel. It's not that we try to, don't try to work it out. It's just a glitch in the system. It's you hit a bump in the road. You hit a situation where you got to figure out, am I going to fall in that hole, or am I going to find a way to keep myself from going down in that hole, and then I end up losing my entire self? So on this morning, just thinking about that, I know that there are some of you that have said that same thing. It's a glitch in this system. It's something going on, and I don't understand what it is. It's a glitch in my life. I don't understand what it is. I don't understand how I'm going to get past this, how I'm going to fix this. But you know what? God reminds us, all you got to do is keep leaning and depending on me. I remember speaking with one of a young man, and he was talking to me about his marriage, and he was saying he had done some things that he wasn't so pleased with. But he said, how do you fix that? And my answer was, you can't. That's something that God has to fix. You can't fix that. You got to allow God to fix that, because you don't know how to fix it. Because every time that you tried to fix it, guess what? Every time that you tried to fix it, you didn't do anything but mess it up worse. That's why you got to take your hands off some stuff. That's why you got to step back for a minute sometime. That's why you got to give some things and turn them over to God. And you got to take your hands off of it because it's a glitch in the system. And that is the system of life. We running and looking for answers everywhere else. We running and looking for answers from everybody else. Now, God does work through human agency, but you got to go to him and ask him who to direct you to and who has what you need. Because you know what? God already know about that glitch in the system. He already knew you was going to run into that. But you cannot hurt yourself trying to fix things when he already made some of those things, some of those situations that you run into. He's already made a way for you to get past that. Because sometimes we like kids. We don't want to listen. We think we know everything. And no, God be reminding us, you got a glitch in your system. You got to go back and address that thing. You got to go back and approach that. You got to go back and look at that again and see where you messed up at or what caused you to stumble. See, sometimes it's not just people that cause us to stumble. Sometimes it is ourselves because we won't listen to the voice of God. I've said this time and time again. Look, you got to keep the chatter out of your ears. The chatter is like this. It just goes on and on and on and on. It never stops. And if you listen to it long enough, it's going to throw you off course. Going back to what I'm talking about, that glitch in the system. You put that glitch in your system because you kept on. Time after time after time, you kept listening to all the chatter and you wasn't hearing what God was saying to you. You know that you can be strengthened. You can be strengthened and you can move these glitches out the way if you just sit down, settle down, and take what they call it, a bird's eye view. Staring at that thing for a minute that's going on in your life and say, okay, I'm going to get tunnel vision here because I got to focus on what's in front of me. See, sometimes when you got so much going on around you, those things around you, listen to me, those things around you that's trying to distract you, those are some glitches. Those are some things that's trying to keep you from staying focused. Those are some things that's trying to knock you off course. Those are things that's trying to take you off track. And instead of thinking about what you need to think about, you thinking about everything else. So you tend to lose your way. See, sometimes you got to slow down. Even with myself, sometimes I have to just slow down, step back, and take a breather. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes, I had a viewer told me sent a message said, you got to relax and recharge. Relax and recharge. You got to do that. Because if you don't, you're going to create a whole bunch of glitches in your system. And it might not make sense to you right now why I'm saying it in such a manner, but I understand totally what God is telling me and what he's saying to me. In other words, if you don't relax, listen here, if you don't relax, here's some of these glitches that's going to come about. You're going to get really exhausted. That's a glitch in your system. You're going to start feeling sick. That's a glitch in your system. You're going to start forgetting things that you normally would remember. That's a glitch in your system. You will, your behavior towards the people that love you the most, you will find them, yourself getting angry and upset with the people that love you the most. That's a glitch in your system. And you know what? It's so many more things that I could name that become glitches in our system, the system of life, because we don't relax and recharge. We don't slow down. We don't find ourselves saying, I'm not perfect. We're trying to play God instead of just letting God be who he is in our lives. You might say, well, I don't play God, but we all guilty of it. You know how you step in there and you try to fix situations that you have no business putting your hands in. You have no business putting your hands in it. But since you didn't put your hand in it, now here's what happens. You become exhausted because God didn't even intend for you to get involved with that. You put yourself there. So sometimes he has to step back and say, since you want to play like me, I'm going to give you a moment to do that. That's a glitch in your system because it's a glitch in your mindset. There's a glitch in your mindset. You turn off that switch that says, I'm going to go to God for this. And you turn on that switch that says, I can fix in and everything. And a lot of times you wear yourself down. That's a glitch in your system. All of us know that we're guilty of that. We are so guilty of helping things to go in the wrong direction. Because that's what a glitch is. It's helping things, we helping these things in our life to go in the wrong direction because we are trying to take charge and fix everything. And we can't. Because we decided we was going to play God. And we're going to put God on the back burner until we need him again. And then you get out there and you just, like you lost. You don't know what happened. Because you took that thing so fast in a direction that it wasn't even supposed to go. But just because you jumped in there and got involved in it, and it wasn't none of your business. It wasn't your assignment. You put a glitch in the system. Because if you would have stepped back, God could have worked that thing out a long time ago. So something that should have took 24 hours, you got involved in it, and now it have been 24 months. And you trying to figure out what happened. Even with your finances. And all of us can attest to that. Even with your finances. You know you can throw a glitch in that system. How do you do that? You put money and spending money, taking money away from the things that God has supplied you to pay for, to go do something else with the money. And now you over here trying to figure out how I'm going to pay that bill. You put that glitch in the system. God had already gave you what you needed. He had already provided for you what you needed. But you put the glitch in the system when you say, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go buy me a pair of shoes, or I'm going to go, you know how we do. Everybody guilty of it. But you caused a glitch in the system. So now you trying to figure out how you going to pay that bill. That's like God helped you to pay off one home. He helped you to pay that off, these 30-year terms. He blessed you to pay that home off. And you go back and start up another mortgage. God was blessing you. Now you done put another glitch in your system. Because that money that he helped you not to have to pay out to do whatever else you was going to need to do, which he already knew that it was something else coming up. And that's why he blessed you, right? To do what you needed to do, to get rid of that bill. But when you go back and refinance it, look here, because they always sending me refinance papers, and I just tear them up and throw them in the trash. Because you ain't going to be here forever. So you might as well say, I've done that. I've done that. I've taken care of that. I've secured that. Don't go and create something else. Because one thing about it, business is trying to stay open. So they're going to do what they got to do. And if they got to offer you something and they know that's going to put you in a financial debt, they good with that. Because they trying to keep their doors open. But you put that glitch in the system the minute that you said, okay, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to put that other major thing on the back burner and put the minor in the front of me. And we all guilty of it in some manner. But God reminds us, you just placed a glitch in your system. You just created something that you didn't even have to create. But one thing about it, he's so good, he won't even leave you just there alone in that situation. He'll still help you out of it. He will still help you out of your situation. Because one thing about it, see, that's what I like about God. He won't do you like some so-called family members and friends do. In other words, he won't help you out the situation and then go talk about you. See, when he helps you out of a situation, he helped you. And he didn't need no pats on the back. And he didn't need nobody telling him how good he was. And he didn't need nobody to go and talk about him. He just helped you, provided that way for you to come through that situation because he wanted to get that glitch out of your system. The system of life. It's a funny thing how, it's not just me, it's all of us. It's a funny thing how we'll get into something and God will help us out. And then we'll sit up and complain about the very thing that he helped us out of. It's a funny thing, right? Because we didn't understand that if he hadn't helped us out of that situation would have took us out. Because, come on, everybody is guilty of being overwhelmed sometimes. Everybody. Everybody gets to a breaking point sometimes. Everybody. I don't care, from the richest to the poorest. Listen to me closer. From the richest to the poorest. Kings and queens and ambassadors, people in high positions and people in low positions and people in the in-between positions. Everybody has had a glitch in their system. And you know what that major glitch was? They wanted to quit. Everybody have been to that breaking point where they wanted to quit. But they didn't. You didn't. And I didn't. Because that is a reminder. God was letting us know that's a small glitch in your system. The system of life. But you keep moving. Don't you give up. Don't you let that take you out. Don't you let that make you throw in the towel. It's just a glitch in the system. It won't be long. Because I'm going to work it out. You keep going over there helping other people while God work your situation out. Keep doing and listening for his voice. And stop listening to all this chatter. Everybody got a suggestion and opinion for you. And a lot of times while people trying to direct your life, their life is all messed up. And sometimes they just need somebody to throw all that negativity on. I saw a post said, when a young man post said, when you get tired of being negative, then come see me. You know why? Negativity is a glitch in the system. In your system, it'll drain you to nothing. It'll make you give up on everything. Everything. And you will wonder, how did I get there? And you got there because of that glitch in your system. And you didn't identify. You got to identify. Something is wrong here. Something is not right here. I got to do better. I got to get to that point where I'm more comfortable with myself. You got to do that. Just like when I was trying to make that video yesterday on TikTok. And I'm simply trying to announce Electric James Inspirational Talks, trying to do a little blurb on that. And I'm not familiar with TikTok. My granddaughter is, but yesterday I was trying to do it by myself. And yet I had to go back several times because it was a glitch in the way that I was trying to do it. I was trying to figure it out. But the glitch wasn't the system. The glitch was in my mind. And I had to make sure that I wasn't going to throw in the towel, that I was going to keep going. You don't stop just because there's a glitch in the system. And I'm going to say this morning, I won't be on here long. I just want to inspire you guys. I just want to encourage you all to keep going. There will be some times when the things just don't look as clear as they once did. But if you keep pushing, if you keep going, if you keep believing, if you keep trusting, if you keep talking, if you keep sharing, whatever it is that you're doing in a positive manner, keep doing that. And you will get through that thing. You honestly will get through that thing. And it is so true, whether you want to believe it or not. If you read up on the history of so many people that have made it and that have or at higher statuses now than they ever dreamed of, you know, you will hear them talk about points when they wanted to quit. But they knew, just like me and you, that there was a glitch in the system. Because you might quit in your mind, but don't you never, never, never quit on God. Never. It's only a glitch in the system. But he got you. All right? That's all I had for this morning. But I do want to announce once again that tonight, my technical director, Jacqueline Sarver, from her podcast, Jacqueline's Life Well Lived, will be on at 7 o'clock tonight. She does her podcast on Tuesday nights. Okay? And so I invite you all to tune in to her podcast and take a listen to what she is talking about and sharing. And she's in the section on writing now. She's written over 20 plus books. And she's talking about the parts of writing, why you write, what you write, and the steps in writing, the 5 W's, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why. Okay? But it's more interesting when she talks about it because she's an author, and she is an author. And so tune in and listen to it on Jacqueline's Life Well Lived. And then on tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, my podcast, Electric James Inspirational Talks, that's on Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. And I invite you to go on and also subscribe if you would like, so you would get notifications when we go live. on Wednesday nights. It's been enjoyable thus far this season. And people are just sharing wonderful information. And then if you cannot look at it at the podcast live, go back on. Hit your YouTube, click on YouTube, type in Electra James Inspirational Talks, and you will see any of the live interviews as well as these morning talks that I do. They're transferred over to my YouTube channel. So I invite you over on that. Here's my thing, and I'm going to get off of here. My hopes for everybody is that we would start talking more. You need to start talking more. We don't talk enough. We don't share enough, because a lot of what you say is so needed for someone else. Somebody needs your story. Somebody needs what you keep entrapped on the inside. Somebody needs that to push a little bit further. So many people could be helped if we would just start talking. If we would just start, now I'm a talker, so I ain't got no problem with that. But let me tell you something. There are many of you. You have to start talking more. You have to start sharing your story more. You may never share your story on Electra James Inspirational Talks, but it's so many ways that you can share your story, because your story is designed to help somebody else, and not in a negative way, because people get turned off by that. In a manner in which your life will touch so many other lives through your story. All right? Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to finish getting ready for work. And I don't come on Wednesday mornings, just Mondays and Tuesdays, but I will come on long enough tomorrow to do a short infomercial before we go live at 6:30. Okay? And that's going to be my son-in-law is my guest on tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. And he's going to be sharing with us the importance of working with the youth. And he's going to talk about some other things, but his major point is going to be working with the youth. Why it is so important. Okay? I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful day. Okay? All right. Keep talking.